All right, today we're going to be doing some different tests on Caleb. We're going to start out with some range of motion testing. So the first one we got is lumbar extension. So Caleb, if I could have you stand right here, face that wall over there. Perfect. And then can you just kind of lean backwards, try to just only bend with your lumbar spine, not the rest of it. Good. And then back to neutral. Okay. Now I'm going to place these inclinometers. We go at about T12 and S1. Then we're going to zero them. Okay, now could you please do that same motion we just did? Okay, 20 and 5. Okay, so it's about 15 degrees. Next up, we have hip flexion. So Caleb, could you lay on your back?
Yep.
Head facing that way. Perfect. And then can you straighten out both legs, please? Good. And then now I'd like you to bring your right knee up to your chest. Good. And then just gonna see that infield. Good. And then back to neutral. Okay. I'm going to estimate around 120 degrees. Place it on the other. Actually, let me find your greater short hand if you don't mind. Relax. Okay, and now let's bring that knee up to your chest again. Perfect. Good. And relax. And we've got 101 degrees. Next up, we're gonna do knee extension. So Caleb, I'll have you once again lay on your back. And then can you just try to kick your foot up to the sky, kind of straighten out your knee as much as you can. Good. All right. Probably got a little bit, maybe like 5 degrees. So let's do that again. Let's place this. Right there. Okay. Now let's bring that heel up as much as you can. Okay, and relax. And about 3 degrees. Okay, next up we are going to do ankle inversion. So Caleb, could you just bend your foot in that direction like that? Good. And then I'm going to place this. I'm going to estimate about 10 degrees. This is stationary. Tibia, ankle joint. About right here. Okay, now if you could do that same motion, please. Very nice. Awesome, and relax. We got about 35 degrees. All right, next up, we're going to move into some muscle testing. So the first one we're going to do is the curl up endurance test. This is gonna really test out his core muscles on the anterior side. So first, can I have you sit with your legs out facing that way? And then I'm going to bring the table up about 45 degrees. And then you can lean back against it for now. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower the table down, but you're gonna hold that position.
Okay.
So you wanna bend your legs to about 45 degrees. or 90 degrees, I guess.
Something like that.
Perfect, nice. And then when you're ready, I'll lower the table and then have you hold that position.
Alrighty, I'm ready.
So here we go. Very nice. We'll just hold it for a few seconds. Normally we do it until they can't anymore. I think about 2 minutes is usually the mark you want to shoot for. You can relax now. But there you go, that's the curl up endurance test. Next up, we're doing the sartorius muscle test. So if I could have you kind of in that position, bring your leg up like this, kind of like you got a string attached to your heel, and you're pulling it up like this. Perfect, nice, okay. And then now let's bring it up to that same position, about like that, good. And let's bring it about midway, about right there. And then I'm going to try to oppose that force. Don't let me move you. Nice. There you go. Next, we're going to test the lateral hamstring muscles, so the biceps femoris. Caleb, I'll have you take your left leg and try to bend that heel up to your butt. Perfect. Nice, and relax. And now we're going to bring it up about halfway, and then I'm going to push him into external rotation of that femur. And then, Caleb, I'm going to push your leg into the table. Don't let me move you. Okay. There we go. Okay, last one we're gonna do is posterior tibialis. So Caleb, I'm gonna have you try to point your toes down to the ground and then turn inward towards me. Good. So there you go in that plantar flexion inversion position. So let's bring it about midway right there. And then I'm going to oppose that force by going outward and superiorly. Don't let me move you. Nice. There we go. There's posterior tib.